Mobility work at home. I have here a few tools that I'm going to use. Resistance band. You can use like a PVC pipe. You can use like a broomstick. You can use a lot of different things. You can even use like a towel. A cloth doesn't have to be a resistance band. I have a lacrosse ball for really getting those stubborn areas. Don't be scared. We won't be getting too deep today. Then obviously a foam roller. The harder for me, the better. You can even, along with a PVC pipe for, in place of resistance bands, you can get a PVC pipe in this size cut out. It's a lot cheaper, obviously a lot harder. And let's go. Let's start with our feet. So just very simply, we're gonna start with the right foot here. Point your toes and extend your ankle out. Then bend your toes, toes to nose, and bring your ankle in. So this is what it'll look like. Point, away, flat, back, point, away, flat, back. And do about 10 to 15 of them on each foot. So, on left now, as you can see, it requires a little bit of coordination. Then we're gonna move up to the knees. Now, right here on your back, you're gonna put one leg up, and we're gonna do a similar thing that we did on the ground with the ankles, except this time we're gonna point all the way out and just kind of rotate. I like to do about 15, 20 each direction. You can also write the entire alphabet with the ankle. The goal here is to just get it loose. Do it on the other side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now for the knee, we do something very similar, or the hamstring, something very similar. We're going to go ahead and flex the toes to nose, pull down, and then point the toes and move up. So repeat, kind of like you're painting a fence. Brush, brush. Same thing here, switch. So again. Just like we did ankle circles, we're gonna do knee circles as well, isolating just the knee. So moving like so. And switch. Beautiful. This is where I like to use the foam roller for the calves. Now for the calves, you want to stack your legs on top of each other so you have more weight. And I see most people doing this back and forth. That's fine, feels good. But what you really want to do is go across. So if this is your muscle fiber, you want to go across the muscle fibers. So that's actually meaning going side. Now what you're doing here is you're looking for knots in the muscle, and you'll feel them because they're painful. And as soon as you hit one, you actually want to spend a little bit more time there. You don't want to put all the pressure in the world, but you want to put about 50 to 60% pressure on that point. Breathe, take a deep breath in. Oh, I think I just found one. Deep breath in. And really feel like you're breathing into that spot so you release that knot. And then keep going on your merry way. And work back and forth like 10 times. Or a lot of this is based on feeling. So I can say 10 times, but you might do it 10 times and you feel nothing. You might need to do it 20. Or you do 7 and you feel everything in the world. All right, so here, same thing here, and up here. As if my calves are actually pretty good right now. So if you want to take it up one notch, lacrosse ball, doing almost exactly the same thing. For this, I have a hard time stacking my legs, so I just do one, and I'm just rotating and looking to find where those spots are. A really good bet for find a knot is to circle, put a semicircle around your knee, and kind of a decent spread of the hands, where your pinky lands, trace it through the calf. That's usually where you'll find a knot, like right there. Whew. And for right there, for this, when you have the lacrosse ball, to really work into the knot, I stay there like we talked about, breathe in, but also like to move the next joint over. So for this, the ankle circles to kind of work it in a bit. Oh man, I feel that. Woo. Yeah, and take your time with that. Pause this, take your time with it as much as you need. I'm gonna switch to the other one here. Same thing here, kind of looking for the knots, looking for where they may be. I'm gonna do the same trick, semicircle, right around where my pinky is, right about there. I expect to find a knot on the outside. Yours may be different based on how you walk, how your feet fall, your arches, your calves, your hips, things like that. But once you find it, stay there for a little bit. Don't put all the pressure in the world. You want to be able to sink into it a little bit. But you put a little bit of pressure and then breathe into it. And then to go maybe one more up, do those ankle circles. All the way up. Beautiful. Another thing here, kind of backtracking a little bit, I like to work the arches of the feet with the lacrosse ball, either standing up or sitting if you have maybe sensitive feet and you want to maybe work the arches. So I'm looking right in the inner arch there. And that's where I'm putting the pressure, right in there. There you go. Of course, if you stand up, you'll get more pressure on it. It's gonna hurt either good or bad, one of the two. Make sure after you roll out using either the foam roller or the lacrosse, I like to get like a quick little stretch in. So whether it's the calves or whatever it is, so just get a quick little stretch afterwards. Hold it for about 30 seconds or so, making sure you're really diving in. And that's it.